The small diner sat quietly on the corner of a bustling street, its yellow booths gleaming under the soft glow of hanging lamps. It was a typical morning, the aroma of coffee and freshly baked bread mixing with the faint scent of gasoline from outside. People came and went, chatting softly, the mundane rhythm of life unbroken, until she walked in. Her clothes were worn, her shoes scuffed, and her eyes carried a weight that only those who faced relentless struggle could bear. She wasn't asking for much, just food for her children. She approached the counter, hands trembling slightly, holding the few coins she had scraped together. Before she could even speak, the manager, a man whose hardened expression matched his heavy frame, stepped in front of her. His voice was sharp, almost venomous, telling her that she didn't belong here, that the diner wasn't a place for someone like her. Her stomach tightened, not from shame, but from fear. She tried to explain, to plead, that her children hadn't eaten in 2 days. But her words fell like stones into a pit of indifference. In one swift motion, he grabbed her arm with rough hands, attempting to push her away, his face twisted in anger, as if her very presence was an offense to him. At that moment, time seemed to slow. The other customers froze, unsure of whether to intervene or turn away, paralyzed by shock. The elderly woman at the booth closest to the door covered her mouth in horror, her eyes wide, reflecting the helplessness of a world that often looked the other way. A man in the corner clenched his fists, swallowing hard, knowing instinctively that something was about to change. If you believe in kindness, in second chances, please pause the video now, hit like, comment, share, and subscribe. Let's spread the message that no act of cruelty should go unchallenged. And then they came. The roar of engines echoed from the parking lot, the sound breaking the tense stillness like thunder before a storm. Through the glass doors, a group of bikers appeared, each one wearing leather vests, tattoos snaking along their arms, faces set with determination. They moved with purpose, a unit bound not by law but by an unspoken code of justice. The manager had never seen them coming. His confident sneer faltered as he realized the storm he was about to face. The leader of the group, a man with a stern but compassionate gaze, stepped forward first. His eyes met hers briefly, and in that moment, she saw something she hadn't dared to hope for: protection, understanding, humanity. The manager froze, the authority he wielded over the diner's small world crumbling as the bikers surrounded him. There was no yelling, no unnecessary violence, just a commanding presence that made it clear he would answer for his cruelty. Her body still trembled, not just from the fear of the past minutes but from the sudden wave of relief washing over her. For the first time in days, maybe even weeks, she felt the weight on her shoulders lighten, if only a little. She could breathe, and in that breath, hope returned. She turned to her children, who were waiting outside in the car, clutching the ragged blanket she had wrapped them in, unaware of the peril their mother had just faced. Soon, she would bring them inside, and they would eat. For a moment, that simple dream, a warm meal, a safe place, was within reach. The manager, flustered and humiliated, tried to regain control, but the bikers were calm, deliberate. They didn't attack, they didn't escalate. Their mere presence, their solidarity, was enough to shift the balance. People in the diner whispered, some in awe, others in disbelief, as the scene unfolded. The woman's courage, amplified by the unexpected arrival of these strangers who chose to act, turned a moment of despair into one of profound empowerment. The bikers didn't just defend her physically, they defended the principle that no one should be humiliated for seeking help, that the vulnerable deserve protection. One by one, they ensured the manager understood that his actions were unacceptable. The message was clear, even to those who initially watched silently: kindness and justice could manifest in the most unexpected ways. She sank into a booth, her hands still shaking, but this time from relief and disbelief rather than fear. A young biker approached, placing a small package on the table: food, real food, enough to feed her children. The smell alone was enough to bring tears to her eyes. The other patrons, who had only moments ago been paralyzed by fear and hesitation, now joined in small gestures of support. Some offered smiles, some words of encouragement. The atmosphere, once thick with tension and dread, slowly transformed into one of compassion and shared humanity. This wasn't just a story about a woman asking for food or a group of bikers stepping in. It was about the power of empathy, about how ordinary people, whether they wear leather jackets or aprons, can make an extraordinary difference. It was about recognizing the unseen battles that people fight every day and choosing to respond not with indifference but with action. Her story continued after that day, of course, because life doesn't hand out miracles on a silver platter. But the events at the diner became a turning point. She found a network of support that helped her find employment, access food for her children, and slowly rebuild the life that had been frayed by circumstance. The memory of that morning, the fear, the humiliation, and the sudden, unwavering protection from strangers who became allies, stayed with her. It reminded her that even in the darkest moments, the world could surprise you with light. As the weeks passed, she occasionally returned to the diner, not to confront the manager, he was gone, replaced by someone more humane, but to remember. She remembered the kindness of strangers, the unexpected courage that arrived just in time, and the profound lesson that even the smallest acts of empathy could ripple outward in ways that change lives. If this story has touched your heart, if it has reminded you of the importance of standing up for others, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Let us continue to spread hope and compassion together. Before you leave, take a moment to write in the comments how a stranger's kindness has ever changed your life, so we can inspire more stories like this. Because in the end, she had only asked for food. But what she received was something far greater, proof that even in a world often blinded by routine and self-interest, courage, compassion, and humanity still thrive. And sometimes, they arrive on motorcycles, with leather jackets and unwavering eyes, ready to remind us all that justice can be simple, and hope can come when we least expect it.